Big Herc 916. Positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know, we do it over here. Go to bigherc916.com, pick you up an original piece of art, pick up my autobiography, Against All Odds, some merch, or a bar of soap and washer, as a lot of you guys walking around funky and acting like it's fly. It ain't fly to be smelling like ass. Stinking ass. Go buy some soap, man. Do yourself a favor. Treat yourself. I just want to ask you guys a question and see what kind of conversation we can get going. But who benefits from war? You ever thought about that? Like, why we need ongoing conflict around the world? If it's not Israel and Hamas, it's Ukraine and Russia, it's Benghazi, it's Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, it's Niger, it's somewhere around the world, somebody's staging a coup or trying to create war. Neocons. And they use these groups, extremist groups, religious groups, as pawns to further an agenda, while they sit back and pick up all the pieces. And you look at those people that they sent off to war as expendable. I don't know if a lot of you guys have did your homework, but if you really look into this situation right now in Israel, they said that Egypt had warned Israel of potentially an oncoming attack prior to this happening. It seems like a suicide mission, wouldn't you think? I mean, Israel's got one of the strongest air forces, military in the area, and you're gonna call them out and murder innocent people? What's really the agenda, man? Things came to a point with money going to Ukraine and it just leaving our country in shit. And then everybody getting hip to that, then here we go with this. You got the dome, which is billions of dollars, that deflects missiles. You have intelligence agencies of the highest capacity. Nobody knew about this? I don't know if you guys know that, like Pearl Harbor, they knew about Pearl Harbor, but they wanted America in World War II. They wanted America to be in a frenzy. Emotional. They wanted to bring them in with no rationale. And the death of innocent Americans brought America into World War II. You look at 9/11, they said they knew about potential terrorists over here and a plot to possibly attack some buildings, but it was ignored. Needed to get into Iraq some way, somehow. If you don't do your homework and research how certain things are allowed, they call it collateral damage. And I'm not saying that I know for a fact that everybody failed to see this attack coming and what it was gonna do, but I tell you, man, emotions are no joke. And when you talk about emotions and retaliation, innocent people, collateral damage, a lot of times this serves a bigger agenda. I don't know what that agenda is. I'm not in the government. I just know that for these guys to come in gliders and whatever ground equipment to challenge one of the strongest militaries in the Middle East. Suicide mission, man. It's like sending a couple torpedoes in the hood to go shoot up a rival hood and yell out a different hood to create shit to eliminate your enemy, while you kick back and wait till it's all done and reap the benefits of having got rid of two groups of people that you were looking to make a move on. Now, I don't know who's making the move on who. I don't know why Israel would allow that to happen to their people. If it was just a total breakdown of actual cybersecurity, to where their detection system wasn't working. Hamas is just like, you know what, we had enough. We're gonna go in here. But when you see what's going on in these other countries, the protests, the people supporting this, at the end of the day, man, I look at it like there's a lot of innocent people, and not everybody in every place is angry at everybody else, but there's certain groups that have hate in their heart. And some people you cannot rationalize with, because no matter what, it don't matter if it's a child, a woman, an elderly, they just want blood. And it's sad, man. It's sad, but when you step back and you look at, like, what are the chess pieces being moved around the board? Who funded this? Where did they get the arms? Who gave them the courage? And is there a second wave? And these people who are in these other countries, England, Australia, Canada, over here in the United States, who aren't saying America first, what do they have in mind? It's America first on mine. America first, man. But if you are here and your America's not first for you, what's first? It's a very touchy situation. And, they're saying Iran was involved in possibly funding these guys. And then you have other terrorist groups who want to get involved, they said now, and we don't know what's real on the internet. And, you're seeing, dead babies, children, kidnapped women, dead women. It's just sickening, man. It's a lot of sick stuff, but all this stuff is riling people up, getting them angry, getting people in their feelings. And all I have to say is that God help us all. And for those innocent victims, man, I send out my prayers and hope we can get to some type of resolution and not fall for this other distraction. See, every time attention is looking into our own situation here in America, we get diverted. If it's we're gonna start investigating this, and something goes over here and everybody forgets. Something goes over here, everybody forgets. They want to get us in a war bad for some reason. These globalists, they don't want to see America. They want to destroy the sovereignty of the people over here, the American people. What's so bad about being a sovereign nation? You know what it is? It's control over the resources. America, they look at it needs to fall in order for whatever their biggest move is to be complete. And they need to get this guy mad at this guy, mad at this guy. It's almost like when shit is going smooth, like in the pen where everybody's getting along, they'll bring in somebody who's a part of a group, but he is not with the peace agreement at the location of this penitentiary, and he stirs some shit up, and because of who this person is, everybody else got a ride, and it tears the whole vibe of the institution up to where everybody's wanting to get at everybody else. It's the same shit they're doing on a global scale, man. They're moving shot callers around. Behind closed doors, they're cutting deals. They're funding different things and they're saying they're not, and they're laughing. This shit is disgusting, man. And people are dying in the process. All I'm saying is, like, who wins? Who benefits from war? Is there really a winner? Does anybody really gain anything that's victorious? And then here we are, borders been overran. We got this shit going on right here in Philadelphia. I mean, people here they don't even care about each. I mean, the stored acers, they don't care. Look at this shit, Philadelphia. Disgusting, man. Disgusting. I mean, who thinks that's fly? And then when the police roll through, and if they get, oh man, they're racist. But look what you're doing to your community. Look at this shit. Hey, man, you see shit like that. And then you see shit like this, the aftermath of Minneapolis. Look at this shit, man. And I've heard people say, "Oh man, America needs to fall." Why? What? Okay, if you want it to fall, what are you gonna do? You want foreign occupation? You want a military state? You want tanks rolling down the street? You want people to be able to kick your door? What do you want? What do you really want, man? Do you know what you want? Do you know that the government's supposed to work for us? You want to work for the government? You want a police state? You want no rights? You want to stand in line for bread and water and food? And do you want to wait in line for coal and gas? You want that? Have you not studied Mussolini? Have you not studied fascism? No, because you're too busy changing, your hair color, pumping your fist in the air. You're talking about, yeah, man, we're being oppressed, and you're stealing, smashing, grabbing, you're doing all this other dumb shit, but you ain't read no books. You ain't done no homework, and you steady talking about, oh man, these people are, they're keeping us away from that. Who's keeping you away from what, man? You got politicians who are shitting on you as far as your community resources. You ain't doing that, but you're robbing a store down the street, but you ain't holding these people accountable who are living in gated communities with security guards. But they steady telling you to get rid of your straps. Get rid of your straps. But they don't want you to protect your community. And then you got people that steal from the community. They don't even care. So when there's no stores left in the community, then they said, oh man, see, they're racist. We have nowhere to shop, nothing to buy. America, man, need to have a gut check, man. There's a war going on right here we need to deal with. And they want us to be separated. They don't want to hear conversations like this because it does them no good for their ultimate agenda. I'm just sharing. Leave a comment, man, and you tell me who wins when you go to war. And there's multiple wars going on. It ain't just Israel and the Hamas. There's wars going on in communities right now. There's wars going on with the border, protection. There's wars going on with the drugs, the overdosing of our people here in America, the homelessness, the crime. Some places is under siege right here, right now. Then you got the crime families all in, with DC that are trying to keep the veil over them so they're not exposed. Public resources gone. I mean, $7 and something a gallon of gas some places in California. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me, man. Big Herc 916.
Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do. raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.
Go to bigherc916.com and purchase you a bar of soap, one of the books I've written, a hat, a beanie, a t-shirt, tank top, or some detail spray for your car. Hello, my name is bigherc916 and I'm with the Wash Your Ass Committee, and I'm traveling across America helping people wash their ass and get their booty holes clean. And I have with me here today Wash Your Ass soap, and this one in particular is Butt Naked Scrub, but I also have Festival, Oatmeal Milk and Honey, Jamaican Me Crazy, Monkey Farts, and all these scents smell very good. They will help cleanse your body of funk and also make you feel better about yourself. So if you can go to bigherc916.com, you can pick you up a bar, and my goal is to help America combat funk.